it's the next video. So here we are with doing exercises for your person in your life that is elderly or that has limitations, and we're working on balance and strength. We're going to go into the exercises to help strengthen the legs. So they're either seated on the sofa or sitting in a chair. And if you can have the back off of the chair sofa so that you can start to use your postural muscles and your shoulders are dropped. We take the left leg out and you come into point and flex, and that's it. You're going to just point and pull the toes back. You can even spread the toes. So if your person has to have shoes on, that's okay. Perfectly fine. It is really good to come to bare feet whenever you can. Really good for, especially for diabetes, just to get that exposure, the air on the arches, on the fascia, the bottoms of the feet. It helps with foot ulcers if anybody in your world gets that, just getting fresh air in the feet. And then come on into toe points and pulling back. Your shoulders are back, you're staying tall. Now if they got pooped, just let the leg down, come to the other leg, come into your toe points. If you can keep going, you're strengthening the shin, you're getting a bit of a stretch of the calf, the Achilles, back of the heel. And oh yeah, so we're in toe circles, and you're just coming around and coming in the other direction. And just in case you didn't know this, the names of your toes are Big Tom Bundle, Mariosso, Pettigrew, Rui Whistle, and Icky Pee. So just so you can tell your children. And my grandson, when he hurts himself, he'll say, Grandma, I hurt Big Tom Bundle. So that's your names of your toes. Okay, we've come to the other leg, or you did, and we're gonna come into point and flex. And again, we're working the muscle of the shin. Many times people will get some bruising in the muscle of the shin, and that's shin splints. It's a very generic, kind of like a syndrome term. And it means that there could be tiny little micro tears in that skinny muscle pressing against a skinny sharp bone. It's really, really challenging. So this really helps to strengthen the shin, and you could avoid getting shin splints. So you could walk further or rollerblade or even cross-country ski where you really use your shins. Come on into ankle circles technically, coming around. You're still attempting to stay tall, so during the exercises, do stay pretty tall so you don't start to, sit back. And you can use the core more. You've done both directions. Okay, now we're going to come into a balance exercise, and this one kind of looks like you're getting a breathalyzer test. And you might need to keep a chair or have them be beside the sofa, the top of the sofa. You're going to come ahead with your right foot, so the left foot is behind. The right foot comes in front, you go right to the heel, all the way down to the toe, and then you change feet. And you take the heel, you come all the way down to the toe, I'll go this direction for the camera. So you take the foot right in front, we're going to do 20 steps, and right in front. So showing the camera this way, you're stepping the heel to touch the tops of the toes, coming in front, and you can just gaze down. I mean, you could gaze up, that would be fantastic if they have that much balance. It will really help with, obviously, the posture. I'll come to the side again. So we're at about 13, and you're keeping the body lifted, you're keeping the shoulders down. Again, the chin is back slightly, and the shoulders are relaxed. And here's our last one. So that's a really good one for balance. Okay, the next one is to hold on to the chair, and this one is for balance. And you're going to lift your right leg up, and you're going to take the right arm up. And you're going to take the arm all the way around as far back as you can without turning the torso and bringing the arm back. And then come on all the way forward, and I'm going to show you right from the side. So probably you're going to have them hold on. I'll let go for this moment. You're going to take the knees right at the height of the waist, and then you take the arm to the outside. You stay lifted and pressing into the standing leg as you take this arm forward. The arm comes all the way around as far back as you can, and here. Now, if you've got any juice left, step in please a little bit closer, and then I'll show you how we do this with the body turning. So you're going to follow the arm with the eye, come all the way back, come all the way back, and then coming 2 more times. So you're going to take the arm around, and at any moment, of course, pause the video in order to continue doing an exercise that feels like it's really improving your balance and you want to stay with it. And around and coming back. Okay, let's do one more. Coming around, keep the shoulder dropped as you come around, and then you come right back to the center. I can feel that. Okay, so then we go to the other side. And are we balancing? Yes. Okay, so we start with the opposite left leg up, and you're lifting right from the torso. Good. We begin by just staying front with the eyes, and then we take the arm around. Oops, I got it. We take the arm around, and then you take the arm all the way in front. Wow, you can feel that through the shoulder. If you keep the shoulder down, and if you really reach out, no spaghetti arms. So you want to take the arm way back and all the way in front, just in front, and then all the way around. Now if you have any juice left, now keep going, press into the standing leg lift, try to relax as much as you can in here. And then follow the eye, or let the eye follow the arm. Come on, all the way around, staying lifted from the rib cage, breathing steadily. Breath, breath. Coming around, good, keep following that hand. It also helps concentration. Oh, and it also really helps the neck, needless to say. Let's do one more. Coming around and upper back too. You can really feel this through the rear of the shoulder. And then come down. Okay, we're gonna do a little big stretch in through the quad. Now this can be big. What I do with my mom is I hold her leg. So I get down, usually on one knee, and then I'll hold her leg and take it up and back. Actually, that's not even true. I've never done this with her. But that's what I would do. I'm going to do this one next time. So you're going to have the hand just right on your hand on the foot. Their standing leg can be slightly bent, and then you're going to pull their foot back. So again, maybe their foot's down here, you're down in a half kneel, and you pull the heel up and back to open through the knee joint and to open up in through the quadricep right in here. So as you're probably quite familiar with the quad stretch, the elbow presses back if they're able to do a full quad stretch, or of course, they could use a handy dandy towel or a strap, which of course I have from the yoga studio, and they could hold on, and of course you would help them loop in, and then you would hold the foot this way, and that will help to keep their shoulder down and help them to get further. And you're breathing. You're staying about 15 to 20 breaths per pose, and that's going to add up to about 50 seconds. If you need to do less, of course. And of course, you can pause the video at any moment to continue. And then you take that strap around if you're strapping, or you simply hold onto the foot. And you come up, or you're down there in your half kneel. Keep your rise from your rib cage. Keep on opening through the chest. Shoulder back. It's a wonderful rise in here, meaning you're getting space in between the hip here and the ribs. You don't arc, but you are drawing up so that you can get that knee down and back. It's kind of good work for the shoulder too. And you're breathing, and you're dropping into the standing leg. Also good to do a giggle, because that'll pull your core in. And just fake it, you can go, whatever. However it is that you can come into a good stretch. And then you can gently release that leg. All right. Now, the next one is to come into a beautiful spinal twist. I'm going to turn a little bit to the side so you can see well. You're going to take the top knee, the right knee, and take it around the left. Now maybe they can come across, and maybe they can come to here, and the calf resting on the top of the kneecap. And if that's too much, you can actually do the spinal twist on the sofa or on a chair this way. So I'm going to show all three versions. Here's the first one. You're crossing the knee over. You take the hand on the inside of this knee, and then you're lifting from the rib cage. Oh, I always like to do just a little extra drop on the other side of the bum so that you really rise from the ribs. You keep that rise. And then You can come back and now uncross and recross. And take that arm across, take the other hand behind. So here I am, just show you exactly where we are. So I've got the hand in the chair. It could be on the top of the sofa, and you turn and you're rotating. Either way, do go for the tall spine as you rotate. And then you can come back to the center. Now we'll take that top leg, the left leg, and bring the leg up as high as you can. Now, I'm going pretty far. You may have the leg in this position. You may have the leg halfway up the calf. And then you breathe in, you exhale forward, and you let your head dangle. Now you're falling over the body. For this one, I actually help my mom's leg up and across. And I'm just thinking if I ever hold it. No, I don't. So I think that will be good, and then coming forward. And again, if it's too much, just have them across the foot. Come forward, they'll still get a little bit more of isolation in through that left hip. And coming down. Your head falls, they might be here, they might be here, they might be here. As long as you're getting a reach forward from the low back, you're getting the stretch in the muscles along the spine here and on the outside of the hip. So these are erector spinae. Fantastic for posture. And then breathe in and come all the way back up. Okay, the other side. So here's the Gumby version, taking the foot all the way up, coming, into spinal twist, rotating first, or the knee is on top, and you're rotating, looking back, again, feeling both sides of the bum pressing down, and then come on back. And you're either folding forward from there, unless you're super flexible, and you've got the ankle above the knee, and you're folding forward, or you might be in crossed position and fold forward. Breath, and or you might have the ankle over. You'll still get more of a stretch on that right side. And in either position, fold forward. Let the head dangle. Completely release. And then you can come all the way back up. The next exercise is to stretch in through the neck. We're going to start by, first of all, just bringing the ear down to the shoulder. So you want to stretch through the side of the neck, and then you breathe in and come on all the way back. You're keeping the shoulder dropped, so really try not to limp there. And then breathing and come on all the way back, and breathing. And it's so good to do these exercises with your loved one. It's so nice to stretch. And then come back up. I was reading recently, or I heard of everybody knows him, a very famous somebody, who exercises for 2 hours a day. Stretches for 2 hours a day. He does, marathons in his spare time and things, and I think he also did the Ironman, etc. So I think he did, was it 101 marathons in a row? Or no, Ironmans in a row. It's, in his spare time. And so he would stretch for 2 hours a day. And as soon as I heard that, I thought, yeah, he would need that. So you're now going to take the ear down, and you're going to take the hand right at the bottom of the ear, and then come on over to the side. Keep on keeping back, so try not to bend forward. And then release, come on back. And then come on over to the other side, and you're just holding on to the bottom of the ear, coming over. Keep the rise of the rib cage, so you're not slouching forward. Keep the head back, And then you can breathe in. Come on all the way back. Okay, and that's it for this, because I can't go over 10 minutes from my mouth. Okay, wonderful. I'll see you in the next video.